Morality. Islam is a whole consisting of 5 parts. These are the principles of belief, worship, conduct, punishment and morality. When we exclude one of these, it cannot be called true Islam. If we compare Islam to a tree, its roots are faith, its trunk is worship and transactions, the pruning of the tree is the punishment system, and the fruit of this tree is good morals. Good morals are the lifestyle that the prophets showed us through their experiences. According to the hadith narrated by Imam Malik, Prophet Muhammad said, "I was sent not for any other purpose, but only to complete good morals." He was known as trustworthy and honest person even before he received revelation. He never betrayed anyone, neither did he lie or cheat. In the 4th verse of Surah Al-Kalam, Allah praised him and it was said, "And you are truly man of outstanding character." If we want to learn good morals, we should take the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as an example. Nowadays, there are ideas and ways of behaving that the press and media present to us as beautiful. We have a compass to understand whether these are truly beautiful or not. If all these things that are presented as beautiful do not morally resemble the Prophet Muhammad and his companions, it is not possible for us to accept them. He is the most moral of all creation and will remain so until the end of time. His path takes us to heaven both in this world and the hereafter. In addition, all prophets and saints have 2 common characteristics, good morals and generosity. Sayings like "my character is like this, I will not change" are not Islamic. This thought is contrary to the purpose for which the prophets and books were sent. Everything that a person with good morals does is beautiful. But moral beauty cannot be proven without being tested with immoral people. If a person can be patient in the face of immorality, if his morals do not deteriorate, and if he even tries to teach good manners and manners to immoral people as much as he can, then this person is on the path of the Prophet. Even if a believer, with his high character and high morality, lives in a place where immoral people live, he should try to teach them human manners. It's easy to get along with good people. Skill is to always have good relations even with bad-tempered people. Since hearts are in the hands of Allah, it is necessary to pray and hope for those people to find the right path. If we, as Muslims, demonstrate the perfection of Islamic morality, and the truths of belief through our actions, followers of other religions will also embrace Islam. Here, the responsibility in terms of representation belongs to us Muslims. Nowadays, we see with regret that some Muslims are worse off than non-Muslims when it comes to truth, honesty, generosity and respect for people. Muslims' failure to reflect their belief in Allah in their morality and human relations sets a bad example for other people and prevents non-Muslims from choosing Islam. However, religion is good morality. In a hadith narrated by Abu Dawud, Prophet Muhammad said, "The most beloved of you to me, and the ones who will be closest to me on the day of judgment, are the ones with the best morals. The most detestable of you to me, and the ones who will be furthest from me on the day of judgment, are the chatterboxes, those who talk in vain, and those who talk from above." Thereupon, some of his companion asked, "Who are those speaking from above?" Then he replied, "They are people who consider themselves great when they talk." One of the purposes of worship is good morals. If our good morals do not increase even though our worship increases, it means that we are doing less worship. For example, if we read the Quran and our morality does not increase, it means that the Quran we read does not affect our heart and we read it only with our mouth, without thinking with our brain and heart. There were various moral virtues and a sense of morality in the Meccan period before the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Virtues such as generosity, reliability, honesty, hospitality, solidarity and cooperation were evaluated within the scope of manhood, which means morality, at that time. But the morality predicted by the Quran was much different. In contrast to the ignorant morality based on ancestral traditions and tribalism, the Quran introduced an understanding of morality based on monotheism that seeks the consent of the one and only Allah Almighty. What distinguishes Quranic ethics from other moral systems is that it is based on belief in the afterlife and brings universal principles. Accordingly, morality is a quality that exists not only in a person's relationships with people, but also in his relationships with his Lord, other living creatures and nature, and should be taken into consideration. A person who does actions that harm nature, disrupts the natural balance, wastes money, and constantly consumes cannot have good morals. As a matter of fact, the ultimate goal of Islam is to create a moral individual, and society consisting of moral people and a moral world from them. In this era, as in every era, humanity needs such exemplary societies. The salvation of the world depends on the increase of good moral people and societies.